Take one size 16 who can't say no to a nibble.
I'm what you can call a snacker. I just don't stop some days.
Mixed together with 4 hot chefs willing to share their skinny secrets.
It's not typical boring diet food.
Allow 6 weeks to reduce by 1 size. And you've got yourself a recipe to cook yourself thin.
It's a waste of my time. I love food too much.
I hate diets. I think they prevent people from being freed.
I've tried dieting, crushed diets. I would never do it again.
Diets are so over. Stop wasting your time and start treating your palate. This is the show which will teach you to love your food. Yes, you can shift the bulge and still indulge if you know how to cook yourself thin. Meet our 4 cool cooks who regularly have their cake, eat it and still look gorgeous. Chef Sophie.
I don't think I could live without chocolate. That's my biggest naughtiness.
Food stylist Harry.
Diet food, in my experience, is tasteless and grey.
Food writer Gizzy.
If I do want to have a treat every now and then, I let myself.
And food consultant Sal.
You shouldn't deny yourself. Have a little bit of what you fancy. Never does you any harm.
In this series, they'll teach you how to cook yourself thin. This week, they're helping disillusioned dieter Fiona Clark drop a dress size without giving up her favourite foods.
It gives you that creaminess you want, but not all the calories on the old hips.
Plus, we'll be testing out popular slimming products, finding out once and for all if any of them work or if they're just big fat fibs. 33-year-old Fiona Clark is a serial dieter, but no matter how hard she tries, it's a constant battle against the bulge.
The worst parts of my body are my love handles, my backside, that's quite a large area, then onto my tummy.
Fiona's a sucker for good old-fashioned stodge.
I adore pub lunches, scampi and chips, burger and chips, meat pies. Give me the good stodge.
And like many of us, one of Fiona's major weaknesses is her addiction to Chinese takeaways.
Special fried rice, chicken chow mein, sweet and sour chicken, chips, curry sauce, barbecue sauce, pancake roll. I love it. I really do.
And to say she's got a sweet tooth is an understatement.
Chocolate, ice cream, biscuits. I can't live without cake. I've tried Weight Watchers, Slimmers World, Atkins diet and my own cutting out diet, and none of them have ever worked long term.
Fiona's a bit of a challenge for us, isn't she? Because she's got such an incredibly sort of bad habits.
Kind of heads down to a pub and uniformly always has burger and chips.
We need something speedy and easy for her to be able to take on.
She loves chocolate, like all of us.
And biscuits, and muffins,
like that,
and cakes, and everything else. Yeah.
Fiona's Friday night isn't complete without the love of her life. A Chinese takeaway, but munching through the menu is making her pile on the pounds. Her regular takeaway is really contributing to those love handles because of the greasy noodles, fatty fried rice, oily spring rolls and juicy spare ribs. Sal's challenge: create a Chinese dish with a fab flavour and less fat.
I'm going to make some egg fried rice for Fiona. Get the rice dancing in the water.
Oh, Sal! I like it when you talk like that.
Get everything prepared.
The way you handle a pepper is always rather a joy to watch, Sal, if you don't mind me saying.
Don't you love ginger and stir fries? Get the rice. I'm just going to drain it. Would you mind making the sauce? It's really easy. It's just toasted sesame oil, light soy sauce, sweet chilli sauce. I'm going to do a combination of chicken and prawn. And I'm just going to drain that oil off. I just put a couple of tablespoons of water in there to effectively steam the vegetables. Wow. You don't need to have oil in there, and that's what will keep them lovely and crisp. So I'm going to put the ginger and the garlic and the spring onions in there. Get the rice. Look, because we've cooked it perfectly, it just breaks up.
Oh, wow, like feathers.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Well, I'm quite curious to know how the egg...
Okay, the egg's going in now. I'm not hanging around. Yeah. Leave that for a second, because I want that to not become like scrambled eggs. I want it to be pieces of egg.
Sal!
You see, you're making your own omelette with the prawns and the chicken.
Fabulous.
I love coriander, it goes in everything. Add the sauce in with sesame seeds.
Oh, Sal, you're making me hungry.
Oh, good. That's it.
Oh, wow.
For a hardcore skinny dish, take out the chicken. Sal's egg fried rice looks amazing, but will it pass the cook yourself thin test? Meet the bomb, technically known as a ballistic bomb calorimeter. It's an expensive piece of high-tech equipment used by science bods to measure the exact calorie count of any food. This is how it works. Food is blended in a liquidizer, placed in a hot oven until burnt to a cinder, crushed to a powder, inserted into a sealed chamber, and then charged with oxygen. The food sample is then exploded, revealing the calorific content, which is 390 calories. That's almost a third of Fiona's regular takeaway. Sal's beaten the bomb.
Every girl loves her chocolate. Here's how to make a little bit of chocolate go a very long way. What I've done is I've microwaved some chocolate for about 25 seconds, then got some of my favourite fruits, chopped them up, and just dip them in. I personally would use the best quality dark chocolate because it really gives you that ultimate chocolate punch that you need to get that real chocolate satisfaction. And it also means that you really only need a tiny bit to make it go a really long way. I love it because I'm a complete chocolate fan. You know, I have to have chocolate every single day. This is one of my favourites. It's a true indulgence, and, you know, I think every girl needs some of this every now and then.
Frothy hot chocolates and cappuccinos everyone loves, and just to make them at home is so simple using a cafetiere. All I do is put semi-skimmed milk into a saucepan, bring it to the boil, and then I put it into a cafetiere and plunge it for 15 seconds. Then I add it to strong coffee and I get a perfect cappuccino. Forget your local coffee shop, you can make it at home. God, you don't feel like you're missing out with that one, do you?
When her willpower is at its worst, Fiona just can't pass up a pub lunch.
I adore pub lunches. Meat pies give me the good stodge.
But her favourite steak and kidney pie can top over 800 calories. This comes from the meat and the pastry, which is full of butter. Harry's challenge: make a steak and kidney pud that's mightily meaty.
We're using beef from a cow, so I thought we'd pay homage to that cow by putting a shape of cow on the pastry.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you do the cow and I'll do some stars. And I'm also going to do some letters. It's important to be imaginative because then you're distracting yourself away from the fact it's not typical boring diet food that's, you know, kind of grey and turgid. Glaze it with a tiny bit of milk.
Now, Harry, you're the queen of meat, aren't you?
I do love a bit of butchery, I have to say.
Yeah.
So what we've got here is braising steak, which is lean, and kidneys, buckwheat flour. Put a little bit of salt, white pepper. So this goes in. Do you mind giving it a mix? Yeah, give it a mix up. And whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to chop up the kidneys.
Oh, this feels fantastic. Is that really sick of me?
No, it's nonsense, not at all. Natural. Let's get browning. Tiny bit of olive oil. Very important to give it some space. Be generous. Put in the shallots. Now, I'm just going to put the stock in and it's going to do such a nice sound. Some vermouth, bay leaf, star anise and cinnamon. Star anise is particularly good for beef, I find. Now this is coming up to the boil now, so we're going to put that away for an hour and a half. Okay, can you hear that? Ooh, hello. Now the really cool thing about this is that Fiona's getting fun to make, homemade, hearty British food. And this is a pie, so we're going to write pie there too, why not?
Aww. To make this dish skinnier still, take out half the meat and replace with chestnut mushrooms. Even more indulgent, treat yourself to more pastry.
Come on, Harry, let's dig in.
Fiona's regular steak and kidney pie used to cost her over 800 calories. Harry's version is almost half.
Dips are a danger zone for dieters, but mine is fantastically full of all the flavours of Italy and extremely low in fat. All I do is pop all these ingredients into a blender. Tomatoes, garlic, black olives, capers, anchovies, sun-dried tomatoes, white wine vinegar, olive oil and basil, and I blitz it. I like to serve this delicious dip with crudités.
In Britain, we spend over £2 billion a year on slimming products. But is it all a huge waste of money, or do some actually work? Each week we're looking at popular diet products. Tonight is the turn of breath spray, Slim Mist. Users are instructed to squirt the mouth several times a day, usually before food. The manufacturers claim this product makes you feel fuller for longer. One of the spray's main ingredients is the interestingly named citrus aurantium. We gave some women the opportunity to try out Slim Mist. Our doctors took down all their measurements and the ladies were sent off with the product. But there was a twist. While Group A were given the real product, Group B were given a bog standard breath spray. Will the genuine product help Group A lose weight? And what will happen to Group B as they try out the fake one? Stay tuned for our breathtaking results later in the programme. Fiona has one big craving: cakes.
I just love them. I try not to have them, but I can't help myself.
But her regular sponge is loaded with calories thanks to the butter, sugar and a delicious icing. Gizzy's challenge, a fat-free cake that still packs a punch.
You're boiling lemons.
I know.
It's not normal, darling.
No, I know, it's a bit strange. But actually, this makes a really fabulous puree. I'm going to take them out now. Chop this in half, pick out the pips. You're just going to get a real whack of lemon. Pop them in a food processor. Lovely. Wow, can you smell that?
Yeah, it's...
Oh, I'm looking for it to be pureed, but I do want some chunks, because you want a bit of texture in there as well.
I might give it little bursts of flavour as well.
3 eggs and some fructose sugar. Ground almonds. Plain flour. Baking powder. Whole lemon puree. Mix those through. So I'm doing this on a really low temperature. I'm doing it about 170 for about an hour. I need them.
Yeah, what's going on?
Let's have a look. Thank you.
I can have one.
So the cake's cool. Will you finally slice some mint and just mix it through that yoghurt for me?
Oh, very nice. I like your style, darling.
Yeah, I think lemon and mint go really well together.
It's like English gardens, isn't it, mint? Beauty.
And then whack him on. Lovely. I'm just going to give it a little sprinkle of icing sugar. Just make it look pretty.
That looks lovely.
To make this cake more indulgent, swap the yoghurt for a bit of cream.
It tastes fabulous.
Fiona's usual shop-bought slice of lemon cake used to cost her over 300 calories. A portion of Gizzy's skinny lemon and almond cake is almost half that. Fiona's relationship with food is what you might call cupboard love.
I'm what you can call a snacker. I can snack from lunchtime to night time. I just continuously don't stop some days.
Sophie's challenge: devise a delicious dish to fix Fiona's snacking.
So I'm going to make her, show her how to make a big pot of chicken soup, because you can go back and have bowls and bowls of it, and it makes you feel full, but it's so low in calories. I've got a nice organic free-range chicken. Now, before you start peeling that, I know it's lazy of me, but I want it to be quick for Fiona. Just top and tail the carrots and cut them in half. There's no kind of peeling and none of messing around. Chuck them in. I'm going to put some bay leaves in, and actually a couple of onions. A bit of parsley in there, and that just gets water covered on it, basically. Bring it up to a boil. And then don't simmer it, because a lot of people kind of simmer it and boil it away.
Right.
You just want kind of a few little bubbles coming up. And also, you make a very cloudy soup if you boil it too much. And then that's it for 3 hours. Gosh, you can go and do a bit of shopping or do a bit more eating. Okay, so see, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? It's a bit of a transformation.
Oh, it looks yummy.
Strain it all off. And you get that gorgeous golden stock. You just feel like it's doing you so much good. Now the carrots I want to keep sliced and put back in the stock. Parsley in there. Take the skin off the chicken.
There's a couple of lovely breasts there.
Boiled skin is really not attractive. You know, it's obviously got fat content in it. And you've got the flavour from the skin, but you certainly don't need to have skin in it. So this is an ultra skinny soup for Fiona, because basically all you've got is the goodness coming out of the chicken. You've got no kind of added fats, no butters, no creams. And calorie-wise, it's so minimal she can go back and have bowls and bowls of it, really.
For an even more indulgent soup, add pasta.
You go first, girls.
Sophie, it's amazing. God, that's delicious.
The girls pack Fiona a hamper of tasty ingredients. Over the next 6 weeks, she'll be cooking herself thin with egg fried rice, steak and kidney pie, chicken soup, lemon cake, plus more of their snacks and treats. With high hopes of Fiona dropping a dress size, the girls hit the shops to find her the perfect dress.
I think this is lovely.
The question is, will she be able to fit into a size 14? But first, the results of our slimming breath spray experiment. We're buying more of them, but do weight loss products actually work? This week we put Slim Mist to the test. The recommended retail price for this breath spray is £24.95. The manufacturers claim this spray makes you feel fuller for longer. Its main ingredient is the interestingly named citrus aurantium. Up against it is our fake product, which is simply a bog standard mint breath spray. For 4 weeks, half our guinea pigs unknowingly took the fake breath spray and half used the genuine product. Here's the surprising results. On the real weight loss product, the women managed to lose a grand total of 0.8 pounds.
The breath spray helped me sort of focus a bit more on what it was I was eating and what it was I was doing, but I'm not sure if it actually had any effects.
I'm not aware that my diet changed or that I felt less hungry.
In our little test, the women on our fake product lost weight too. They lost an average grand total of 0.8 pounds. Exactly the same.
While taking the breath spray, I felt really motivated to try and eat a balanced diet.
After a spray of that as well, it sort of didn't feel like eating after it as well.
So it seems that our product is as effective as the real one.
This spray contains bitter orange, but it's dressed up using its Latin name as the main ingredient, Citrus aurantium. The argument why a bitter orange might put you off is it sort of dulls your taste, but there is no evidence in scientific literature to show this product works.
We showed our results to the manufacturers of Slim Mist and they told us they had no comment to make. Looking at our results, we think the diet spray might just be a load of hot air. Six weeks ago, Fiona Clark had a craving for cakes, pub grub and unhealthy takeaways. Our 4 chefs' aim was to get Fiona to stop her snacking and give her some food filled with flavour. Fiona took on the recipes and became best pals with her pots and pans. But 6 weeks later, did it actually work?
Wow, look amazing!
Fiona used to be a size 16, bothered with her bottom and a troublesome tummy. But after cooking herself thin, she's dropped 8 pounds and a dress size to become a size 14.
So after 6 weeks of our food, how was it? Did you survive?
Yeah, I certainly have. I'm here to tell the tale. Some pounds lighter.
So did the recipes fit in with your everyday life, and were they kind of really easy or really difficult to cook?
They were all quite easy to do and pretty quick to prepare, really. So they really are the kind of recipes that are for everyone, really. They're not like diet recipes. My partner was happy to have the dinners that I was cooking, so it was great. He liked them.
Well, you look absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers, everyone.
Next time, the girls help One Dish Wonder Jill
Chicken, chicken, chicken. I don't know.
to drop a dress size while eating burgers, noodles and delicious puddings.
It's a botanical garden of flavour.